What up YouTube, it's Astronomers, back with another episode of Yeast 9 Monstrum Nox. As I started recording, I realized that we can't even go outside right now to disperse those Noxes. So I guess it's story time. I decided to go to the Pendleton Company first, because Carla is there, and as you know, Carla is my girl. So let's see. We've received a message from the prison mine's foreman requesting your mediation. They wish to consult you immediately about the miner's compensation. At a time like this, I'll head over now, so keep them busy until I get there. Yes sir, there's something you might want to know about the gold procurement from Calcetta. There was a logistical error, so the deal has been suspended. During that period, the market has shifted quite a bit. And what have you done about it? What are you a supervisor for? I'm not here to solve every trivial matter. My apologies, sir. Mr. Pendleton, how would you like me to reply to the Altago branch? The current sovereign requests your presence at the royal banquet. Altago? That's too far. I can't leave the company for that long without Carla here. Tell the branch manager to attend the banquet in my place. Well, he certainly looks busy. Yeah, probably because Carla's not here. Miss Krisha? Oh, it really is Miss Krisha. What? Mr. Rish, if Miss Krisha were to return, it would solve a great many of our predicaments. Why have you come back? That's how you speak to her. I heard Carla was detained, so I leave. Huh? Krisha, the affairs of this company no longer concern you. Pendleton is no place for the likes of a dingy florist such as yourself. Oh, Krisha. Wait, this is her battle to fight. What? You can't mean it, Mr. Risha. Of course he doesn't mean it, man. I think he just wants her to protect her. Yeah, Miss Krisha's here to offer her. You two, stay out of this. Ah.
Father, you're right. I did leave Pendleton, but I'm still a part of this family. I'll never forget everything that you and Carla have done for me, so please.
The time for remission has long passed. It was your decision to leave.
Okay, maybe not.
Once you've made a decision, you must commit to it and accept its consequences.
I understand. Then I have a proposal. As the owner of Le Petit Fleuriste, I propose a business arrangement.
Le Petit Fleuriste.
What did you say?
We at Le Petit Fleuriste offer to provide investigative services to Pendleton. We will confirm the safety and whereabouts of Carla Pendleton, your chief of sales. As compensation, we seek the white sarin flowers that bloom across Altago. We understand you have these seeds in stock, and ask that you give us a courtesy discount. We will also require you to provide any and all information relevant to the investigation.
Do you have any idea what you're suggesting? How can I partner with a flower shop from the slums with no reputable achievements?
A man with your merit and experience should be able to tell if we are trustworthy.
What?
Under the conditions I propose, Pendleton would incur no liabilities. Like you said, our shop is still small. That is why we offer to shoulder the risk. As someone once told me, gains are made by taking losses.
You'll be up against the Hieroglyph Knights, who are on the brink of war against the Empire. What can a lone flower shop do?
We won't saddle you with the details. I know Pendleton is busy enough as it is, but I can guarantee that the results will be satisfactory.
Miss Krisha, impressive.
Krisha, why is it only now that you're able to do this?
Turns out, I had a a lot to learn from opening a shop of my own. At first, I was afraid to even decide on order quantities without you and Carla. But if I wanted to keep my shop open, I knew I couldn't run away like I used to, even from things I wasn't good at.
Especially those things.
It was just common sense thinking back. I'm embarrassed it took me so long to learn.
Shoot.
So it was I who stifled your growth.
Yeah, so often, man, parents usually do that. Well, not usually, but often.
That's not true at all. Without you and Carla, I would have never learned the things I needed to get to this point. I could have never done this on my own. That's why I have to save Carla.
I filed a complaint with the Roman garrison for what happened to Carla. But Warden Balduq wasn't there, so it was a fruitless endeavor. Was any and all information relevant to the investigation not one of your conditions?
What did you exactly say? I filed a complaint with the Roman garrison for what happened to Carla. Yeah, but Balduq wasn't there. Yeah.
Father!
Alas, the garrison didn't have any information, but for whatever reason, the Knights did. According to them, Carla was detained on suspicion of colluding with the Monstrums.
Let's not
Really?
necessarily lie.
Does that mean...
The charges alone aren't enough to incite suspicion. For all we know, they could be true. I'm sure Carla's reasons would have been justified. It was the fact that they had the gall to arrest someone from Pendleton without consulting me. Considering my relationship with them, it is a most unwarranted and concerning act.
They're not even bothering with keeping up appearances anymore.
Or maybe they don't need to.
I can't believe it.
My personnel in the mines report that the Knights often meet in the prison's restricted sector. Rumors are circulating that the Knights are holding their newly captured prisoners there.
The restricted sector. Maybe Carla's there too.
It is a possibility. That's all the information I have about Carla at the moment.
Thank you, Father.
I can't believe they intend to rebel against the Empire by usurping the Governor General. While it's true the Empire did invade Glia, it's better governed under them than the royal family. I think the current events are a necessary step in history, but a rough one nonetheless.
Mr. Pendleton.
I'll send word if I get any more information. Be careful.
I will.
One last thing about your shop. Its location lacks visibility and is disadvantageous to your exposure. Even small changes can bring about vast improvements to your business's image. Remember what I've taught you.
Okay. Thank you, Father.
So do we go directly or are we... Wow, you rocked that, Krisha. Oh, rocked what? Standing up to your dad, what else? You really surprised me there. I have surprised myself with anything. I'm glad I was able to tell him how I felt though. So where the next? Either the cemetery or the Colosseum, which one first? Well, I know it should be over in the cemetery, and we can find out what happened to Felix from the Colosseum. Let's go, Adol. Okay, still cannot go outside, okay. Go to the Colosseum, see what's wrong with Felix. Ah, it's you, Lord. You were at the Cultural Heritage Site. Oh, and you're that government official we ran into him. Is something the matter? You're looking pretty tired. Preposterous! I do not look tired. Tired, I suppose I might be. I've ended up wanted by the Hieroglyph Knights somehow or another. Turn to a life of crime, huh? Don't be ridiculous. I came here to do nothing short of my very best in the name of the Roman Empire. Seizing the government general must be some form of revenge to them. Nevertheless, I have a plan to... Those accursed knights, if you'd excuse me. So I have to go inside, okay. The Coliseum seems emptier than usual. Guess they really did put up all their showings on hold after all. We need to find out why Felix was taken away by the knights. Talking to his co-workers is probably the fastest way to do just that. Alright, let's go. Yufa's angry. Yufa's angry. Excuse me. Oh, you're Felix's friend, right? We are. We heard he never made it home last night. That would be because he was taken to the prison. Oh. I'm sorry, I objected to what the knights were doing, really I did. The rumors are true then. But they can't be. Why Felix of all people? Remember that bull that went on a rampage during the show? He was taken in on suspicion of endangering spectators with his reckless bull handling. You're joking, I wish I was. Anyone who was there knows it wasn't his fault. It's gotta be some mistake or something. The knights were the ones to blame for that in the first place. Meh, this guy doesn't make up any random offense to toss someone in the clink. Those dirtbags, they're just framing him at this point. I was thinking just the same, nothing good can come from this. Guess this means the knights have some business with your boy toy. What? Guess this means the knights. I was totally confused. What knights? I was like, who? But it's the hieroglyph knights. Don't know where my head was. Guess this means the knights have some business with your boy toy. Boy toy, yeah, but there's some kind of common link with your sister getting hold and Creator is so funny, man. There's some kind of common link with your sister getting hold and Pussycat. I still believe they need them for either for the life force or to make the Nox appear or whatever. I don't know. You mean between Carla and Felix? They're not exactly comparable. I mean, he is compassionate, I guess, and surprisingly kind and smart and... Wait, God, just what are you trying to make me say here? It's okay, Yufa, calm down. Drop dead. He's such an idiot, man. He just straight up dropped dead. When exactly was Felix taken away yesterday? In the evening, right after our night show got cancelled out of nowhere. The knights called out and stopped Felix on our way home from the Coliseum. Well, not just the knights, some Roman soldiers were there too. What? Roman soldiers? What? Roman soldiers? So there were in only two? Actually, they were trying to bail him out. Oh, okay, now this makes sense. Apparently they were there during that show when the bull got out of control. The Romans were helping him, but Felix ended up taken away by the force either way. The Roman soldiers said they couldn't do anything about it without a warrant. Just what is up with all this? Felix, he's not the only one who got taken away. The whole city's been on edge. And here everybody thought the knights were the good guys. Well, anyway, here's hoping Felix comes back to us soon. So Felix really was taken away by the knights. I'm so sorry, Yufa. Why are you so sorry? Your sister is gone as well. Yufa said she'll be okay. No, Yufa says let's keep moving, Adol. We can't just stick around here. So last on our list is the cemetery. Anemone should be there too. Then let's get going already. I agree with him. Let's get the shit done, man. What's wrong, girl?
I am
to see you are okay.
Of course I'm okay, girl. Do you remember something?
Yes.
Yes. Oh.
I had forgotten something very important to me.
Who your creator
When
was.
Aprilis was pierced by that sword. That is when I remembered.
What, girl?
Long ago, I was once a doll that was given to a certain little girl. She belonged to a common farming family, though they lived comfortably.
And that was Aprilis, huh?
As this girl's doll, I watched as she grew into a proper young woman. Those were modest, peaceful days.
And then war
I
came.
thought they would continue as they were forever. That was until the girl, Rosvita, was discovered to be a saint and sent off to war.
I'm going now, Anemona. I'll be back before you know it, so be a good girl and wait for me, okay? When the war's over, we'll have a wonderful tea party together, like we always do.
And those were the last words she ever spoke to me.
You mean Saint Rosvita?
You were Saint Rosvita's doll?
If those memories came back after seeing Aprilis' final moments, does that mean...
I'm not entirely sure yet. But there was one other thing I remembered. As time went on while she was away, I found myself spending time with another human. I called him Papa.
Happy birthday, Anemona. For today will be the first day of your life. Now open your eyes and look at me. Stretch your legs and feel the land beneath your feet.
Papa was the one who gave me a soul and a conscience.
Is that even possible?
Who the hell is?
Unfortunately, I haven't remembered. Something inside me tells me Papa is much closer than we realize.
He's the other dude, man. What the fuck?
Perhaps more of my memories will return with time.
I'm alright now, everyone. Shall we return to the den for now? Or we have finished checking every place we needed to. Now with Anemona here, let's head back and sorting things out. Then no. Let's go to base, like that. So the knights really were snatching people up off the streets. Master and Commander Shadowy, what exactly does he intend to do with them? But the knights haven't done anything drastic since they captured the Governor General's office. That's what I don't like, it's the calm before the storm. Perhaps it has something to do with the recent arrests? I find it difficult to believe that they've come this far just to hang up their heads now. Maybe they're waiting for something. What, don't look at me? I haven't shown up to work in a while, so I'm as out of the loop as you are. Master Shadowy, as you're all aware, he is a venerable and deeply trusted ambassador between Leah and Romun. Despite that, it wouldn't be unexpected in the least if he fostered a deep hatred for Romans. Really? How can you tell? Master Shadowy always seemed like a guy with a proclivity for the moderate. When Leah was invaded by the Empire, he was on the front lines defending Balduq. A massive battle erupted on the outskirts of Balduq. The 4th Battalion, commanded by General Bodan of the royal family, suffered defeat. The general retreated from the battlefield into the safety of Balduq's walls. The Roman army, with the victory in sight, pursued him without mercy. I believe this was the battle which resulted in your parents passing you far. In mere moments, Balduq was besieged by a Roman general known as Roaring Leo. The battle soon became a siege war. Tell us something we don't know. Yeah, I remember the city being in chaos when I was growing up. You see, it was that moment that ignited the chain of events leading to our crisis today. The 4th Battalion was outmatched and desperate, for its provisions were depleted. At the same time, the city was being overrun by riots and pillaging from within. Shatelat was stationed to the company that chose to obey orders and stand their ground, knowing they would unless Shatelat executed a plan that would turn the tide of battle. He took a small number of troops and snuck past the siege under cover of night. Under the guise of reinforcements using flambeaus, they ambushed the Roman army. In response, the 4th Battalion agreed to advance and launch a pincer movement. That's not a bad strategy. Indeed, they even managed to obtain approval from the stubborn General Baudon. The maneuver was set into motion and the stationary troop engaged the rear guard. The disarrayed Romans struggled to respond, then they waited for the 4th Battalion. But the Balduq gates never opened and the 4th Battalion never emerged. So they just left them to die? Correct. Supposedly the general changed his mind before the maneuver was to begin. Needless to say, the Romans regained their composure and retaliated. They made quick work of Shatelat and his company. It's terrible. Balduq's stationary troops were comprised of young, talented men. In all but an instant, all of Shatelat's trusted comrades were annihilated. All that happened right outside the city walls. It's a truth the Glian royal family kept from the outside world to this day. They announced their unconditional surrender right after that, didn't they? That's right, but that wasn't the end of Shatelat's efforts. After the surrender, Shatelat proposed that the families of his foreign comrades be indemnified. The royal family promptly refused. Shortly after, Shatelat was baptized and founded the Hieroglyph Knights in Glia. That explains his Glia complex. I feel terrible for him, but it's not enough reason to roll over and just let him get his revenge. I agree, nothing good came out of this. Here, so what's it gonna be, Adol? Let's find out the truth about behind the prison. That's the thing I care the most about. I'm probably not the only one who thinks there's something fishy about that place, and I'm curious to know what that's up to. But it's clear that Shatelat has something to do with what's going on inside the prison, and I just know that Carla and Felix are being held in the restricted sector. Just you wait, I'm gonna have his head on a platter. Then it's settled. It's great that you're all pumped up and all, but the restricted sector's on high alert right now. Your gifts might not be all it takes to get through unscathed. It was only a matter of time before something was done about all those break-ins. If only there was a way to get inside without being noticed at all. The restricted sector, wasn't there an old aqueduct there? Was there? I checked out the brick drain on the kit, I think I remember it too. Judging by the direction, it's probably drawing water from the Seal Canyon. Seal Canyon? It's just northeast of the city, right about here. But we can't go outside there right now. Then it's our new front door. But there's a barrier blocking this passage, how convenient. Then we have to dispel this barrier before we can go in. We're ready to go whenever you are, Adol. Be careful out there. There's hieroglyph knights at every corner of the city. What? I just finished everyone. Why are the new quests, man? Are you fucking kidding me? This is a joke? But now I can get... Oh, I was scared that... It's also a story destination, what the... Now I'm even more confused. Prison infiltration... How far along are we? 25 minutes. Let's see if we can finish this quickly. Like fighting all of you at the same time is suicide, man. Like I just said, that mofo just one-shotted me, man. Even though he's only 7. Ah, stupid Sifu, man. I know Sifu's great. But, like I said, I'm using Sifu controls. Which is not great. When did you hit me again? I didn't even... Oh yeah. I'm just bitching about the Sifu controls and I forgot, yeah. Stupid AI, man.
Sure thing. So. Here.
That takes care of that.
See you later then.
What? No, that's just the prison infiltration. Oh, yeah.
it to me! My time to shine!
Yeah, fuck it. I kinda always like finishing the side quest first. Yeah. But we already are again at 30 minutes, so let's stop here and continue on in the next one. So, if you enjoyed, if you wanna find out how this story concludes, because I'm assuming we're pretty close at the end, then stick around because I'll be bringing you more episodes soon. Until then, have a good one, guys.